So government has made a few of the announcements after the presser which was there on the eve of Dhanteras, and government making all clear that on different categories there was an uptick in sales. In fact, the implementation is there of the GST cuts, and the finance minister also mentioned that it is not that due to the tariffs announcement, government has taken any kind of steps. In fact, for past one and a half year, the government was working for GST 2.0 structure, and now from 22nd of the September, it has been implemented, and the impact is seen on ground. To discuss to discuss about it, we have with us Gaura Sengupta from IDFC First Bank. Gaura, first and foremost, now government coming and assuring that GST implementation has been there, especially the rate reduction which was announced by the government. It is seen on the ground. In fact, she gave a slab by slab bifurcation of that. I remember a question on the dairy as well. She mentioned, yes, the implementation is there. How encouraging is that? And more importantly, do you see the impact on the economy?
Definitely. I think we are also seeing similar electronic payments. If you look at credit card transactions, if you look at a vehicle registration, two-wheeler, passenger vehicle sales, there is a response to the GST cut. So what we had done is we compared from the date of the implementation of GST till date and compared it for a similar period last year to account for just to remove the impact of the festival season. And over and above that, also we are seeing quite a good pickup, especially let's say credit card spends, and the auto sector has definitely responded. We are seeing a pickup in registration. Car sales numbers began to improve from September itself, and obviously the October numbers will be even stronger. So yes, we do see a good impact on consumption, especially in Q3. And I think the key takeaway, which was very encouraging, is the fact that the FM mentioned that the pass through of the cuts has been quite substantial. With certain segments, the pass through has been maybe 90% or higher. So that's very, very encouraging. We, in our inflation estimates, had taken pass through of around 60%. So if what the guidance given by the FM indicates that pass through on inflation could be maybe higher, so that could be a sort of quite a significant impact for the October CPI. For now, our October CPI without GST is tracking at around 0.3% because of the fall in food and positive base. Now, if we take a GST, that means it could be closer to, instead of a 0.3, closer to a zero because of the better pass through given from the FM comment. And also on growth, I think high frequency, not just for Q3, not just festival and GST related, we are also seeing rural picking up already. The signs of rural pickup was already visible in Q2, and that plus the GST cut should be very good from a consumption perspective for FY26.
Right, Gaura, as you also mentioned, and I remember in the press conference, Commerce Minister listed out that even without GST announcement, the numbers were looking very good. How much you are penciling in for the rest of the financial year? Do you think there will be an uptick?
The high frequency that we are seeing in Q2 when we had no GST support is pretty encouraging. We are seeing, at least in the rural side, a broader pickup, double-digit tractor sales growth, very a pickup in two-wheeler sales in Q2. This is pre-GST. We are also seeing, industrial activity indicators like the IIP, core index, electricity demand, freight transportation across various ports, roads, GST, e-way bills. All that for the month for the Q2 were already showing a pickup, and now with the GST cut, definitely in Q3 you shall see the urban side, which has been the weaker part of the growth recovery, now beginning to pick up. Especially, we will see all the commentary that we've got from auto companies also indicate the sentiment is going to be good. FMCG sales growth is also likely to be stronger in Q3. So yes, it is. In a way, it's coming at a much needed time where we require some support from domestic demand, given the fact that we are facing a very tough environment externally with the 50% tariffs, whose negative impact is also beginning to get visible. So yes, it's coming at a good time. We are seeing a broad-based pickup in the high frequency, which had already begun before the cut, GST cut, and now with the GST cut, the urban side is expected to show some recovery in Q3, and the hope is that it should sustain into Q4.
All right. Thank you so much, Gaura, for joining at this hour with your views. With this,